What's up guys, Derek from Legendary here. In this video we're going to cover US A2P 10DLC registration with Twilio, so go ahead and get this done. If you haven't already registered your primary business profile in Twilio, you're going to want to do that first. I do cover that in another video. I will leave the instructions below this video as well, and a link to the previous video covering the call side of things in Twilio. But if you've already got that done, you can skip down to the brand section. So you want to register your brand in Twilio. You can get there inside Twilio by going to messaging, and under A2P 10DLC overview, you'll see the brand tab. Go ahead and get your brand registered. It'll look like this below. There's a one-time fee of $4 for low volume standard brand. If you're sending fewer than 6,000 messages per day to the US, you should be able to qualify for that low volume standard brand. If you're going to be sending more messages, which is a small percentage of my users, you want to go for the standard registration, and that is a $44 one-time fee. You'll also want to select your company type here. Most will be private. If you do have a special use case, like you're a nonprofit or something like that, you may want to check with Twilio and check that box there. I believe you get discounted rates and some other perks for being a nonprofit, but there may be additional steps like providing your nonprofit registration number and stuff like that. So, but for most users, it's going to be a private company type, and you want to enable brand sharing with your current sub accounts. So you only have to register your brand once for each phone number you have in your Twilio. So once that's done, you'll get this page here confirming you're registered, and all your information will be here. You can use or review if Twilio asks for any of that information. Next, you're going to want to create a new A2P campaign, and this is your messaging use case with Twilio. Once you've registered this, everything should be in the clear. You'll no longer see filtering or additional fees for sending with Twilio. Now, you do want to note common reasons your campaign could be rejected, and you can see that here, some of the best practices. So make sure to review some of these, and just make sure initially, before you send this campaign registration in, you've kind of reviewed all the processes and things Twilio is looking at, because you don't want to get rejected and then have to resubmit. That can take quite a bit of time. Twilio also gives you some kind of feeder demo inputs here, so make sure to review those as well. They kind of tell you, in a way, kind of what info they want to see from you. So see, if you take this out, it's going to say example, and it gives you the messaging they want to see back. So this is a use case for one of my autoresponders. When people text in the word demo, I'm going to submit this campaign to be reviewed. You can see they give me basically what they want to see back from me. I just put it in my brand. I took this from my workflow automation inside Legendary Leads. So I basically just took my messaging out of the workflow and copied and pasted it in here. But once that's done, completely fill this out. You're going to want to use low volume mixed for the most part. It's going to be $150 a month. You can see they have it recommended here. So this is going to cover most use cases for my typical customer. If you are doing something like specifically for nonprofits or something like that, you might have a different use case. But this is going to be the least expensive and easiest to get approved for. So once you're done with that, go ahead and hit create. You can see you have a monthly $1.50 fee and $10 use case fee. So we also have a $15 vetting fee. And then once this is approved, you'll be able to send via this campaign, and your phone number should be good once you are approved for that. And once you've submitted, you'll see your A2P campaign has been submitted and is now under review. So you can see all the keywords here. This is built in by default to any Twilio messaging. This isn't something you have to set up. So these are all opt-out keywords by default. If anybody replies to any of your campaigns with these keywords, they will be unsubscribed from all future messaging. Same with help. This will give them the info on how to unsubscribe and stuff like that. Your opt-in keyword, if you have an SMS autoresponder, that's something you're going to create, so you're going to want to grab that from your campaign and get that set up. But once that's done, you can just kind of chill out, and you're going to have to wait for them to review. but you will want to set up which phone numbers you want to register for this campaign. So I use 2 numbers for the same workflow. So I'm going to register these 2 phone numbers, and I'm going to hit confirm. And now those have been registered. And that's basically it. Now we're going to wait for this approval process. Again, usually if you are able to match what they're looking for, it can be pretty quick. But it is getting kind of backed up currently. So you'll see some warnings of this potentially taking up to 3 weeks. I'm hoping that's not the case for a lot of people, but you do want to get on top of this as soon as possible. But with that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support@tryjohnson.com, and we can potentially talk about your use case. If you need to make any changes before registering, feel free to bounce some ideas off me and stuff like that. But with that being said, hopefully this video is helpful. Stay legendary. We'll catch you on the next one.